When you wake up in the morning, the body isn't necessarily ready to roll right out of the gate. You have a little coffee, a little warm up, a little bit of time, and there's a sense of maybe not feeling 100%, not yet. What's clear to me is that the awareness that I am notices that the person is a combination of sensations. Muscles aren't quite warmed up yet. Some thinking. The thought could be something like, I'm getting older, not quite as spry as I used to be. There's an evaluation going on. These are really subtle, fleeting sensations, thoughts, feelings, emotions. I think we all experience things like this, especially when we get older. The key is to tease apart these thoughts, feelings, and sensations from the awareness that observes them. We get them mixed up, and that's where we get into trouble. I am the awareness. It's like sunlight. It's like if you're a camera looking at things, there's this wide open lens or aperture, and it's like a childlike delight in observing what's going on. And it sees these things, it witnesses, notices, observes. And if we practice what in Vedanta is called Viveka, discrimination between the real and the unreal, between, in this case, the thought, feeling, sensation, objects within the field of awareness versus the awareness itself. See, those are different. The awareness, in this case, is what is looking, and it's similar to an aperture or a light that shows you what's there, and it's distinct from what's being looked at, and it's a practice. Really, it's love, it's curiosity, there's a warmth to it, a happiness to it. The I am is what gives light and beauty, love and warmth to the world. And as that awareness, observing these thoughts, feelings, and sensations, I'm noticing these things going on in the body. And one thing is I can see how easy it would be to judge what's going on in the body. In other words, it's a thought that comes in that says it's bad, or really, I am bad, which is part of what could be called I am the body. It's an attachment or an identification with those thoughts, feelings, and sensations I was describing. So, a feeling that's a bit uneasy, first of all, it's a passing phenomenon. If I don't judge it, I'm just noticing it. So you're noticing the judgment that kind of is baked into it. And the mind wants to identify with it and make a self out of it. Like, that's me. The thought, the narration, the feeling, and the emotions that come out of it, it's like they're playing out on a screen of awareness. And the awareness is who we are, and what's playing out on the screen is just what's on the screen. And the screen of our awareness is not affected by that. The thing is, there's not a person who's doing this. The person is being noticed. When we're liberated from that notion of being the body, the witnessing awareness is warm, it's happy, it's curious, it's open. It doesn't judge. We look at it, there's this healing presence that comes in. I could call it unconditional love. When we're unconditionally aware of the sensation and the thoughts about it that are going on and whatever emotions, it's like it's being heard without judgment. So we all want that. And we can do that for ourselves if we can practice this discrimination between the noticing and what's being noticed. It's truly wonderful to do this, to notice, to wake up to it, to be the witnessing awareness. Whether it's a bit of sadness or a thought, a feeling, sensation, that's not you. That's just the body. That's just the mind. That's just the emotions. We're the witnessing awareness. It's a relationship of the formless with form that when we practice makes us happier. The temptation is to judge negative thoughts, feelings, and sensations as bad. Like, oh no, what's going to happen to me? Oh, I'm getting older. What am I going to do? See, that's a thought. As the witnessing I am awareness, I see that. And that notion of the thought trying to make an identity is just what thought does, and it's innocent. It's like a child playing in a sandbox saying, I'm Batman. It's okay, you can let it do that. It's not who you are. It's like you're the adult that's watching, witnessing, in some sense protecting. It's a sandbox. We're here to love and to live and to be happy, sometimes sad, joyous, excited, sometimes stuck. I love it. I love what's arising because it is. It's a miracle. It's what arises in the moment, in the now, presenting itself to me. It's a gift. Every moment, every breath. It's like a slowly passing parade of thoughts, feelings, sensations, colors. When I notice it, it could be like the way a photographer would take a mundane subject like a coffee cup and bring it to life through light and shadow and form, as if to say, this is how I see this. It makes the mundane beautiful. I've never seen a coffee cup like that before. Like, what is that thing? It's subtle, it's passing. It could be something really negatively experienced if we let it run away in our thinking. And the main thing we do is we think that we are that. Oh, I am the body. It's like a trap, a coffin. That's mortality right there. Clinging to a form that's passing. We don't have to do that. I'm telling you right now. Just notice these activities and it's liberating. It's also really ordinary. A coffee cup is ordinary, but when we bring it to life through our lens of awareness, what happens? That's the journey. That's the possibility, a certain intimacy with what's going on. A blessing to everyone who crosses your path.